Welcome to the Capricorn GOAT reading of the day. We're going to be embarking on a career. I know you like that, a career reading, but this is going to be in regards to the spiritual path of taking a career in the spiritual industry. You understand what I'm saying? And you make that fit the way that it's supposed to fit, pause. Because there is a range of different spiritual services and products to take on besides tarot. But this could be for people who are already in a spiritual career path. You can get some insight into what's you got going on, so you can stick around. This can also be in relation to those who are embarking on a spiritual career path, or thinking about it, and you want to know what the shift consists of, because there is a shift. All right. I may cuss, but I don't curse. All right. If this is your first time coming through, know that. If you're a return viewer, you know that. You know what's up. If you want my services, or you know someone who wants my services, please just go into the description box and you'll see a website link that'll take you there, and you'll be able to initialize a conference of some sort, and we can kick it. We can talk about what type of reading you would want, you know what I mean, and we'll just take it from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm real flexible, pause, and I work with you. You know what I'm saying? Really, the initial fee lets me know that you're serious about it. Is pretty much what I'm saying. All right, to read in between the lines. So, let me cut this deck and get it going. Alright, first card, we're going to be talking about the past influence regarding this spiritual career path. What influenced you in the past? I have the Lovers reversed. I just flashed that mad fast, right? But I'm serious. It's the Lovers in reverse. For me, this is a Leo card. And, okay. Okay, there was some type of distrust that grew in a relationship. So whatever this person did, I know the typical thing to do is say that they were cheating on you, right? But maybe it was something deeper than that, or something other than that. Maybe it was just about the person just lying, or like stealing money out of your pocketbook, stealing money out of your safe, guys. Whatever it was a disconnection between the two of you, to where maybe one of you were already spiritual and the other person wasn't, or because of this letdown or this disconnection, now you're looking at it like, well, I gotta change something. I gotta do something that's more on a higher plane. I gotta talk to my higher self now, because that's the end of being in relationships like that, to where there's a lasting communication. It's more of a toleration thing I'm picking up on that occurred. The conflict could have even derived from one being spiritual and the other one not being spiritual. Like, yo, these fucking crystals in the way. What the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Or, yo, stop putting that salt in the bath, like it leaves type of stains, or it erodes it quicker, or just shit like that. It's just like, yo, what? I'm fishing, but I'm feeling around for what's really the cause of that disharmony. You know what I'm saying? It's like when some people can't link up spiritually. I mean, I've seen married couples talk about this, how they both must have Jesus Christ in their life to make it work, and things of that nature. So you kind of heard this before, and this might be one of those things, is what I'm feeling. This reading, however, has me a little bit distorted and really being confident in that being what it is. All I know for sure is that it's the ending of something regarding a relationship, and somehow this has influenced you in the past. That's what I truly got. But with that being said, let's draw this next card to see what presently influences you, because this could give more clarity into what it is that we're dealing with here. You have the Justice card in reverse. Okay, we already got two major arcanas out here, and like I said, I'm not even 100% sure that it was you in the relationship. You might be one of those types of people who watch a lot of TV and you like watching TV about relationships, and you viewed everything about relationships that can possibly be viewed, and you've come to the conclusions that motherfuckers are sick or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or just people are just bananas in a relationship, you shall not. Or some shit like that. You know? That could be it. If it wasn't something that I already described. But your present influence is about the justice in reverse, which is telling me that, again, something about relationships. Oh, you know what I just picked up on? That something was going on. If this isn't personal, right? Don't make it fit. Pause. So I'm gonna start out as just a general statement. This could be, I'm feeling a woman. Okay, again, a general blanket statement. I'm feeling that this is about, in the present time, being influential because guys are sleeping with guys. Guys are sleeping with guys, and they are also sleeping with women. I'm just telling you what I'm channeling. And you feel like the age that we're in, and you may not feel this way, but this is what society is imposing. That the day and age that we're in now, it's almost like, so what? It's like showing the masses that all you had to protect you from that type of situation or behavior in your own personal lives was religion. Religions, plural. Okay? And because, and this is just one of the factors, right? Because Jesus Christ is removed from the school, or you're not allowed to say God on certain digital platforms, things of that nature, or because certain books are removed from the libraries. I think that's a thing too. Help me out if I'm a little confused here in the comment section. But these things have been applied in institutions, and it does cause an anti-it. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like, okay, because these things are put into play, they may even be legal in some type of way. It doesn't mean that the majority of people are for it, or that everyone is for it, for that matter. Just because it's happening, it doesn't mean that people favor it, prefer it. There's an air of injustice that comes with this, an air of corruption that comes with this, because of how predatory it can be, because of morale issues, because of ethics. A code of ethics is no longer required. And yeah, so the reason why I'm being so far away from this is because it's two major arcanas out. All right. And this doesn't mean that this fits the criteria of what you're personally going through. I'm going to draw another card, but what it does state is this is your present influence to want to go on a spiritual path, on a spiritual career. You might take it as far as exploring why men are sleeping with men in a spiritual sense, to kind of come up with some answers or whatever the case may be, and that's why you're on that path. I don't know if you've personally been through this actual thing and caught a man sleeping with a man in bed. We're going to draw more cards though. This has been so far the wildest reading of the day. Okay, so this next card is going to decipher the major influence for you taking a career path in spirituality. We have the Three of Pentacles, in reverse. Okay, this is the first sign of personal attribution here. And what I'm seeing here is, based upon what I've already said from the major arcanas, that this is something that you've been discussing. Again, I'm getting male energy. Mars being here. I think this is a guy who's been caught, who has actually been celebrated for, I guess, what do they call it? Coming out of the closet, or I think it's more of just, how do they say it? Owning up to their truth or something like that. Y'all know what I'm saying. Help me out here. But you don't feel it to be that way because you didn't know about it. And they didn't come out of the closet to you. It's that they got caught. You might have actually opened the closet. And you're communicating this to few people, very few people. And you're disappointed. And jeez, what they're communicating back to you is that it's a waste of time trying to get justice for this. To ignore trying to communicate this message to someone on the outside, because it's probably going to fall on deaf ears. It's probably going to be laughed at, scoffed at, ridiculed. So what? That's good for you. How you didn't know? You're not a real woman. Yada, 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 yada. And all of that hoopla. So this has you majorly influenced to take on a career path of spirituality. And who am I to say? It might just be that, you know what, you've come to a realization that maybe you've been playing in the field or entertaining a crowd of people that are a bit more raunchy and a bit more out there than you suspected or that you anticipated, or you just thought that it couldn't ever hit home. It couldn't happen to you. So that might be why you're separating yourself and wanting to take a spiritual path. Kind of makes sense. I'm trying to put it in perspective here. Let's draw a card to see what the advice is about this matter at hand. The Hermit, another major arcana. This is major. Like, this is a major reading. I'm talking to somebody here. But it seems like I'm talking to a large crowd of people now, because we got 3 major arcanas out here now. It's only 4 cards drawn. So the advice is to do more soul searching. And again, if this is the type of person who's already been on a spiritual path when you were in the relationship, and then you stumbled upon that thing and you was like, what the fuck? And you was like, this is totally outside of what my spiritual belief is, then this, of course, this Hermit card here is here to go within what I'm feeling to identify how that did fly over your head. So again, if you was to communicate this outside of people, your little crew that you told about this is actually saying it's going to fall on deaf ears. Like, you might as well not waste your time, because they're going to clown you for not being able to detect this. And this Hermit card is saying, if that's the case, that's actually correct. That your radar, or gaydar, should I say, should have been up enough to be able to detect that guy is sleeping with another guy. And maybe you wanted to turn a blind eye because, for the sake of relationship, for the sake of not being alone, for the sake of, I don't know, just maintaining a relationship and not being outed as someone who gives up on their spouse or their partner. This card being drawn is telling you to go do some soul searching on yourself, to first ask that question, right? Second, to stay alone right now is very much encouraged. To not because you can imagine how much this can be blown. I don't even want to say blown out of proportion, but amplified and more emphasis put on it than it needs to be. This can get you dragged or them dragged or just a whole bunch of this. You know what I'm saying? And it's really no one's business but y'all's, to keep it a bean. But you know how shit be, yo. So this card is saying to go within, do some soul searching. And again, if you were the spiritual type already, you already are in this career. This is telling you to study more. You don't know everything. And you probably know that you don't know everything, but I think you've gotten relaxed in the spiritual career path because probably was good at it, or it was doing what it needed to do. Or maybe you wasn't. This could also be this. You weren't as into it as you could have been. You were like borderline with it, and that might have something to do with why you were entertaining certain crowds that you didn't prefer their behaviors, apparently. So this is going to bring an end to that. This is an evolutionary process because we're going from 2 to 9. You've made a decision based upon a relationship. You're bringing an end to it by going within to study more, to understand more about people. And in order to do that, you need to go back into spirituality so you can get the download, so you can have conversations with your higher self. I'm under the impression that you was doing too much in the physical, in the tangible, in the 3D. It's dense, it's heavy down there. Pause. But it is. And you got caught up being so worldly that you forgot about the other world. So I'm not even going to drag that. What's the outcome should you follow this hermit advice? The 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm getting is this. You're going to take some type of financial hit because of this recluse. So again, this tells me even more that, okay, I got two versions of this story. If you are already a spiritualist watching this, you're going to take a financial hit because of this divorce with this man. This man probably has more resourceful or more financial power than you. It's not a surety, but I'm getting that the financial hit is going to come from that. So things that you are accustomed to the significant other, the lover, picking up the tab for, it's going to be no more because they're going to be out of the picture. So you're going to take a financial hit for that. If this is someone who was thinking about getting into the career path of spirituality, then this is saying to not utilize people's sexual preferences and what they're doing in the sheets and stuff like that as like some highlight or clickbait of some sort to go viral for spirituality. Because what you'll find out is it's going to destroy your reputation, and it's going to put you on a path that sets you back. And what I'm getting is, if you haven't made the decision to shift as of yet, when you communicate with your peoples right here, they're going to bring to your attention how big of a deal this is. And if you was to come out and speak about it, you know how a lot of people are online right now, like outing their best friends or outing people they used to deal with and telling all of the secret stuff and the tea and all of that. You are possibly going to look at that as a great idea to go viral, to increase your viewership, your business, or whatever the case may be. And it's going to cause you to take this advice to reevaluate yourself. Because you're going to find out you're going to have to bring an end to that just that fast. And while doing that, you're going to take a financial hit. Even if you went viral and everybody ate the story up and you made some money off of it and all that, somehow you're going to this is going to happen, because this is not only going to affect you and the person involved, it's going to affect many other people. Because something like that going viral, you got to understand how word travels so fast that people are going to start tagging each other and sharing and everything, and then it's going to be the topic of discussion. And everybody's not going to like that. I don't want to be sarcastic, but I will say a lot of people in power that are in control of electronics are pretty queer. Just keeping it a beam. So you may wonder where it's all coming from. How are you stifled? Or, who's gatekeeping? You'll find out. I'm going to draw a crystal card from this. Jeez. From my crystal deck, okay? Shuffle a little bit and see if we can get something out of this that, I don't know. I know. Just give some more insight, Elaborate a bit further on this reading that we have here. Capricorn. Sheesh. This is one of those readings. Okay. You may have, I'm told to take this card. You may have these gems at home too. If you don't, it might be something to consider looking into. This is a wolfenite. Crystal. The wolfenite represents journey, past life, and soul contracts. The journey has only just begun. Wolfenite can travel through your past, present, and future, and opens up communication with the spirit world. It also aids in past life recognition, helping you to see soul contracts that you've made in this lifetime, facilitating the karmic reunion and completing a cycle once the lesson has been learned. Wolfenite is a powerful past life healing stone, resolving any issues that need to be faced and regaining magic lost in past lives to be used here and now. This is a Sagittarius, Venus, and Mars crystal. So I would highlight this, right? When it talks about past lives, soul contracts, and karmic reunions, this began as a soul contract. The Lovers in reverse. That's a soul contract, right? And karma, we got justice here in reverse. You can make the correlation there, and it's like perhaps you've encountered this situation because this is a relationship from a past life, and this is the karmic to be received to perhaps cancel out that soul contract, or for you to finally learn the lesson about that relationship. I'm gonna leave that here. That's the end of this reading. Hope this helps someone out there. Until next time.